In today's video, let's have a quick look at some of the voice minute pricing price compared with Skype on Dent Wireless. So if you look at this, this is the most visited destinations by international tourists. France and Spain are top on the list, and then you have China, United States, UK, Germany ranking on the top as well. So for today's video, I'm going to compare some of the pricing of Dent on different countries. Let's have a look. The ones I highlighted in green is what I'm going to use for comparison against another provider, probably let's say Skype, how cheap it is to use Dent voice minutes to make international calls. Let's have a quick look and start with the first country is United States. So you can see right now in Dent app, the voice minutes for calling United States is roughly around 6 cents for 50 minutes, and then 5 cents for 100 minutes, and then $1.40 for 200 minutes. So basically on Dent mobile app, you have three different types of voice minute packages. So one of them is 50 minutes and 100 minutes and 200 minutes. So let's have a quick look at this. I'm on Skype's main website where I put in the country and then it gives the different package options for me. So you can see roughly a 200 minute, even a 200 minute call time costs around $5. And then if it is more than around 300 minutes, it's $10. So if I do go here, you can see clearly 200 minutes for United States costs like $1.40. Is considerably cheaper. It's more than 30 to 40% cheaper than what Skype offers for making calls to United States. Because why I'm saying I picked United States is quite big in terms of population and the number of tourists going to US as well. It's roughly around 80 million tourists they are going. So the voice minutes calling using Dent app is much cheaper than leading providers, voice over IP providers like Skype. That's the point I want to make. So let's pick up on China now. Let's go to China because China is one of the biggest countries where a lot of expats are living outside of China. So if you look at the Chinese one, so like say 200 minutes costs like $5 for China. Let's compare it with Dent. So 200 minutes costs like 24 cents. That is insanely cheaper. I don't know how to compare it. It's roughly 5 times cheaper than what Skype charges for calling to China. That's a key thing to understand. China has close to more than 1.4 billion people, and lots of expats are living abroad as well. So for voice calling to China, definitely Dent app is 5 times cheaper than Skype. You can see for yourself. Like even the biggest packages is $25. So even if I top of five times of 200 minute package, 200 minutes packages on Dent app, that's going to cost me even less than $1. So if assuming I top up 5 times by 5 packages of 200 minutes, that gives me 1000 minutes, right? So that will be still 5 times 25 pence is $1.25. So that is really cheaper compared to what Skype offers. Skype charges $25 for 1000 minutes, whereas Dent charges you only $1.25 for calling voice minutes using a Dent app. So that's an interesting thing to I want to highlight. So let's have a look at Thailand, because Thailand is another very big tourist destination and lots of expats are living as well. So if I go in as Thailand, and you can see just 200 minutes is $10, around $10. 200 minutes, 100 minutes is $5. So let's have a look at Thailand. So 50 minutes, 100 minutes is like $3.05, and still it's less than $10 what Skype charges, approximately 30% cheaper. And let's have a look at United Kingdom. So that's like 165 minutes is $5. So if I go to UK, 100 minutes is 41 cents. It's really damn cheap for calling UK. So let's say I go in for maximum package, the like $25 one for it's roughly, let's say, 1,000 minutes. Then I can top up like say 5 times 65. That's going to be like $3. Still, it's you're paying relatively considerably cheaper compared to what Skype charges for international calling. That is the key takeaway I want to highlight here. And let's have a look at India. India is lots of expats, international people are working abroad from India. So voice calling to India is pretty demanding as well, has a high demand as well. So if you look, the 200 minutes package costs like $5. Let's have a look at the 200 minutes package for India. They charge you only 85 cents. So the 200 minutes on Skype is $5, and whereas for India, the same country, using Dent mobile app is only 85 cents. It's really 5 times more cheaper than Skype. That's the point I want to highlight here. So let's have a look at Philippines. It's another lot of expats living outside as well. If I go for Philippines, you can see the most smallest package, 75-minute package, costs like $10. So if I go to Philippines and then say buy 100-minute package, that is cheaper still, because you have a 200-minute package costing $25. If I go for 200 minutes package, it's like $25, whereas on Skype your 200 minutes is only $16. Compared to Skype, you save like $9 there, so which is roughly 30 to 40% again cheaper using Dent mobile app. So the interesting thing that's going to happen in the coming months is Dent is trying to become a mobile virtual network operator, which means MVNO in a short term. So let's have a quick look at the size of the global MVNO market, so and what the industry metrics are giving for us. So since Dent Wireless is going to launch their own MVNO in 20 different countries, which is quite big from my point of view. And Japan is one of the target list already, which has a world tourist of close to 32 million international tourists. Then you got to remember, next year you have International Olympics, 2020 Olympics happening in Tokyo, Japan. So they expect more tourists going in to Japan during the Olympic period and the rest of the year in 2020. So that number is going to increase as well for Japan. So the MVNO market size is projected to grow from 64 billion in 2019 to 89 billion by 2024. So that's a roughly 6.8% increase per year. So it's a very growing market. That's what I want to highlight here through this metrics. And it is capturing a market size of roughly 64 billion as we speak right now. So even if they manage to get a few millions of the share, it's really a big deal for Dent. That's the point I want to make here. So you can see the revenue of the mobile virtual network market was estimated at around 56 billion in 2018, and to reach to around 80 to 90 billion by 2024. So that's a growing market that they are trying to get in. Yeah, so there's another article saying the same thing over and over again. So the key thing is Dent trying to get into the MVNO market is a huge win for the app users, The reason I'm saying is already that voice minutes are considerably cheaper compared to most of the providers, leading providers for the voice over IP calls. So even if I compare with Viber and Skype, they are considerably cheaper. So Dent getting into the MVNO market is a huge win-win for the Dent community and the Dent app users, which is already heading towards 25 million users right now. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.